What is going on, guys? It is 2Pro4U Games or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my top 5s. And in today's top 5, we are going to be covering the top 5 hardest maps in Call of Duty Zombies. So coming in at number 5 on my list, I have Mob of the Dead from Black Ops 2 Zombies. And the reason why I have this map on this list is because setting up on this map is really hard. Now, once you get set up on this map, yes, I know it's really easy with that Vitriolic Withering strategy, but setting up and trying to get everything on this map can be pretty difficult. I remember when this map first came out, I had so much trouble with this map, you know, finding a place to train, finding everything out. And there's a lot of things to do on this map, and this map is very close quarters, very close quarters. So it's easy to go down. You go down tons on this map. If you go down, you have to run around the whole map, get all your perks again. And but the main thing is setting up. It's hard. It takes a long time, and you'll probably go down a couple of times in the process if you're not a Mob of the Dead pro. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have Moon from Black Ops 1 Zombies. And the reason why I have this map on my list is because the zero gravity on this map, it makes things so much harder. And it's just so different in zombies. You know, in zombies you're used to, of course, regular zombies running after you and all this stuff, and you're just so used to the movements of your characters and the zombies. And in Moon, it's just so different. You know, you're flying all over the place. You can be running and you can accidentally run over a little piece of metal laying on the ground or a little bump in the map, and you'll go flying and you'll land into a couple of zombies. You'll get trapped and you'll die. This map, it's tough because, you know, you're training, you're dealing with the zero gravity, then you have to deal with the astronaut zombie, then you have to watch for these excavation diggers to come down, and if they're going to block your path, or if you're in the biodome, you don't want that to get rid of your gravity. You know, there's so many things that you have to deal with on this map, not just the zero G, but all those other annoying little things. And also, if you go down, you lose Juggernaut, you got to go back to Area 51, and it might not be Juggernaut that time. This map has a lot of things that make it really difficult and kind of annoying, but this map definitely deserves a spot on this list. So coming in at number 3 on my list, I have Shangri-La from Black Ops 1 Zombies. And Shangri-La is very similar to Mob of the Dead. You know, you got a map that's really close quarters, and also hard to set up on. And Shangri-La is definitely a tough map to set up on, okay? But the thing about Shangri-La that I think is a little bit harder is I think this map is just a little bit more close quarters. Everything is just, I find it a little bit tighter, you know, all the hallways, all the pathways. It's really tough. You have to deal with the mud pit, you have to deal with the fire zombies, you have to deal with the screaming zombies. Even though those two zombies really aren't too much of a hassle, they can screw you over on that map, especially that damn fire zombie. You get too close, yeah, and he blows up. He can either kill you or he'll damage you enough to the point where a zombie will hit you once and you'll go down. The spike traps can slow you down. This map has a whole bunch of just little things that make it really difficult. But once again, once you set up, it is a lot easier. I think it's easier on Mob of the Dead when you're set up compared to this map. And also on this map, I find when you're playing with more than one person, it's even a lot more harder than just playing on solo, because on this map you really have to use the whole map to train properly. There are some training spots that you could use in one section of the map, but playing with, I would say, more than 2 people, like 3 and 4, things get really difficult because you have so many people trying to train throughout the whole map, and it can just really screw you over. But personally, you know, I love Shangri-La. This is one of my favorite zombie maps, and I prefer playing it with solo. But I think this map is just really tough setting up on. And once you're set up, you're good to go. But just that first like 10-15 rounds is really tough on this map. So coming in at number 2 on this list, I have Bus Depot from Black Ops 2 Zombies. And the thing about this map is you just don't have a lot of things to work with. All you have is the mystery box, and you have a couple of wall weapons, and that is it. You don't have the pack-a-punch machine or you don't have any of the Perca-Colas on this map. So you pretty much have no perks, you got 1 life, and you got the mystery box. And you can't upgrade your weapons or anything, so you just have to deal with the non-pack-a-punched versions of every single weapon. And then on top of that, you got to deal with exploding zombies. Now, exploding zombies aren't too bad if you're playing on like town or even farm where you have Juggernaut, because with the exploding zombies, you know, when they explode, they kind of stun you, blur your vision, and you recover, of course, in like a second or two. So with Juggernaut, you can take a couple of hits, but on Bus Depot, it's really tough because you'll get stunned for a second or two, and if you get hit twice, you're dead and you're done. You got no Juggernaut, you got no quick revive even. If you go down, you can't get back up again because you have no perks at all on this map. And then on top of that, this map is just really dark, foggy. You can't see across the whole map, and this map is definitely really tough to get to a high round on. Alright, so coming in at number 1 on my list, what I think is the hardest map in Call of Duty Zombies has to be Notch Duran Toten from World at War Zombies and Black Ops 1 Zombies. Now, Notch Duran Toten, just like Bus Depot, you got no pack-a-punch, you have no perks, all you have is wall guns and mystery box to work with. But the thing that Bus Depot has that Notch doesn't is Bus Depot is trainable. It's really easy to, not really easy, but it's easy to train on that map. It's possible, it's doable, you can train on Bus Depot. On Notch Duran Toten, you have to camp. And when you don't have perks on a map that you have to camp on, it makes things really difficult. And I've always said this, if you could have Speed Cola on Notch Duran Toten, it would make the map a million times easier. Now, if you're like an absolute beast at zombies, training is possible on Notch Duran Toten. You know, I think my highest round on Notch was like 30, and that was tons and tons of attempts, and I'm training in the most craziest spots I never thought I would train in. But if you're more of a unexperienced zombie player, this map is really intimidating. And when I first started playing zombies, this is the map that I started on, and it was tough. You're usually camping up by that grenade spot, and on solo, it's so hard to camp there alone because just reloading on that map after like round 15, you're dead. There's no way you can reload fast enough. And like especially in World at War, you know, like the MG42 and the Browning, even on the ray gun, you know, that's how important reloading is on this map. Now, with 4 players, 3 and 2 players, it's a little bit easier to get to higher rounds, but still, if you can get to like around like 25 on that map with like 4 or 3 players, that's really good because this map is just tough, intimidating, and if it just had Speed Cola, it would be that much easier. But anyways, guys, that is all for now. Make sure to leave this video a thumbs up, and like always, in the comment section below, let me know what you thought about this top 5. What are your top 5 hardest maps in zombies, and what top 5s you guys want to see? Peace out.